Hey everybody, this is Mr. Barrett. Just here to give you guys a little brief overview of atomic structure. Now, I'm sure as you guys are all aware already that we have these little things that make up the most fundamental parts of matter called atoms. Atoms are what make up our elements. Each atom, however, is comprised of very specific parts. Okay. Now again, you guys should be familiar with this from the video and from previous science classes, but on the inside of every single atom we have a nucleus. Okay, now that nucleus is where we contain both our protons and our neutrons. And neutrons. Okay, so that said, that's where the most of our mass of our atoms resides. In fact, for our purposes, okay, and I'm going to put an asterisk by this because that's not necessarily the way it is, but for our purposes, this is where all of the atomic mass okay, now again, we know that that's not true because there are these other particles that are in there that are called electrons. And so these electrons, these small little particles here, okay, and we use the symbol E negative to show those. These things are buzzing around the atom in what we call orbitals. Again, the video that you guys just watched shows that, okay. These electrons, okay, they're negative in charge. And they also, for our purposes, have next to no mass. Okay, so we'll say that that's negligible, N-E-G-L-E-G-A-B. All right, we don't really count the mass when in our purposes. Okay, again, you'll have chemistry people out there, they'll say, oh, actually they weigh this much, and we're not going to worry about that. But that said, the things that I need you guys to know: one, what the interior of the atom looks like, protons, neutrons, electrons. Two, I need you guys also to know that the nucleus contains our protons and our neutrons. Protons and neutrons, those carry a mass unit of 1. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Electrons, like I said, again, those are relatively negligible. Now we're going to get into how you count the parts of an atom in just a little bit. But this is atomic structure overview.